Yeah, and I was actually confused because I saw the Insta story in real time when she posted it on her Insta story. And I'm like, why is she posting that? She doesn't, like, it threw me off.
The basketball world is in shock. A new video of Dwyane Wade and Vanessa Bryant came out, showing a personal moment that has surprised fans. People thought there would be an apology or at least some explanation, but Vanessa did something unexpected. She didn't back down. Instead, her answer was strong and serious. As soon as the video appeared, the internet exploded. There was no warning or background, just Dwyane Wade, looking more emotional and open than ever, sharing a deep moment with Vanessa Bryant, Kobe's widow, known for her strength and sadness. After that, there was a huge reaction online, full of guesses, anger, and emotion. Some people said it was a sweet moment, while others found it wrong. But many fans felt hurt, like they had been betrayed. This wasn't just a normal video. It was taken at a quiet, low-lit wellness retreat, and the moment caught was very real and full of emotion. It made people wonder what is really happening between the NBA star and the well-known widow. The shocking thing? This is not the first time they've been seen together. This video is part of a series of public moments between Wade and Vanessa. Most media don't want to talk about it, but now it's going viral. To understand why this video feels so serious, we need to go back to Dwyane Wade's 2023 health scare, something very serious that changed his life. At the Time Out Men's Wellness Retreat, a place meant for emotional healing, Wade spoke about a private surgery that showed something very scary.
Surgery on December 18th, 2023. To find out, obviously at 41 years old, pretty healthy guy that I did.
Yes, it was cancer, a kidney tumor. If he hadn't found it in time, it could have taken his life. The video that caused all the online drama was filmed less than a year after this serious discovery. But what's even more shocking is who stayed by his side after all this, Vanessa Bryant. This brings up serious questions. Not long before that, Vanessa was already the topic of some very personal internet rumors. People on forums and in gossip sites were spreading stories about her possibly being pregnant, not just by anyone, but by a young basketball player, as one gossip column said. Vanessa quickly shut it down by posting, "I'm enjoying my summer, not pregnant," clearly denying the rumors. But the internet didn't stop. Fans started turning against her. Some said she should still be mourning, or that's Kobe's wife. It wasn't about the rumor being true, it was about how people didn't want to let her move on. And that's what makes this new video with Wade so explosive. Wade himself has been dealing with a very complicated emotional and marriage situation. On the podcast Club Shay Shay, Dwyane Wade opened up about one of the hardest times in his life, when he had a child outside of his relationship with Gabrielle Union, something that almost ended their relationship.
Is it harder for you to sit down and have a conversation and to tell her that something had happened outside the relationship, or losing the finals?
Way harder to have a conversation with. My
talk, as he called it, was a moment that almost broke him. It wasn't only about cheating. It was about admitting he had a child with someone else, and Gabrielle found out just as he was starting the biggest games of his life. You can feel how heavy that was in what he said.
Right.
This is a young kid.
Right.
Who has already got a negative impact next to his name.
Right.
And he hasn't even had a chance to...
This is not the Vanessa we thought we knew. This is not the Vanessa the world expected to see again, open, unguarded, and showing her feelings. Then came this video. It was filmed at a small retreat where men and women talked about health, loss, and healing. But the way Wade looked at Vanessa, and how she touched his arm during a hard memory of his surgery, was clear. It wasn't wrong or too much, but you couldn't miss it. So, why Vanessa? Why now? Maybe it's because both of them have lost a lot and feel pain in similar ways. When Kobe Bryant died in 2020, Vanessa didn't just have grief. She also faced many legal and family problems. Her own mother sued her, accusing Vanessa of money betrayal and leaving her alone. Joe Budden said on a podcast how shocking that was. This is similar to how Kobe's parents didn't like Vanessa from the start. After Kobe's death, things got worse. Vanessa was alone, sad, and betrayed by family. The public also wanted her to keep mourning quietly forever. So when she appears with Dwyane Wade, a man dealing with his own public problems, health scares, and shame, it's not surprising something real might happen. But the world isn't ready for it. Wade is still married. Vanessa is still Kobe's widow to millions. And the short video made people ask a scary question: are people ready to let them move on? The reaction was fast and angry. Comments were full of accusations, insults, and theories. Some said it's just PR. Others guessed there was more going on at the retreat. Some even said Wade just swapped one kind of fame for another. Even on the podcast, one host said what many were thinking.
Many were thinking,
whatever mental world that I'm in, that's Kobe. But what's the moral? I don't want to see you move on.
Let's be honest, this is control hiding behind loyalty. What many men and a big part of the internet are really saying is that Vanessa no longer controls her own story. She's just the last part of someone else's story. But Dwyane Wade is writing his own story now. And maybe Vanessa is starting to do the same. This video from the wellness retreat shocked people because it breaks the usual story they expect. Dwyane and Vanessa weren't just open with each other, they felt safe with each other. That kind of closeness is something the public doesn't understand. Dwyane is a man who kept pushing himself even after retirement, until his body forced him to stop and take care of himself. Vanessa is the one person who knows what it's like to be expected to be perfect by the world, even when you're hurting inside. What people don't see is this: it's real grief connecting them in the moment. Vanessa lost her husband in a tragedy, and Dwyane has faced his own mortality. People who live under public pressure for years often find comfort in someone who truly understands them. Even when everyone else wants to judge you, maybe this is the start of something real, not a gossip story or scandal, but a genuine bond formed through loss, tested by time, and quietly growing despite what people expect. So what happens next? You've seen the spark, now watch what follows. Then there's Gabrielle Union, Dwyane's wife and Hollywood star. The reaction was quick and harsh. Less than a day after the video of Dwyane and Vanessa went viral, the internet was divided. Some sided with Dwyane, some with Vanessa, some said it's none of our business. But Gabrielle stayed silent: no tweets, no Instagram posts, no public statements. Sources close to them say Gabrielle was shocked. A stylist who works with Gabrielle told Gossip that Gabrielle didn't know this emotional conversation would be filmed, or that Vanessa would be there. She didn't even know the full details of the retreat until the video went public. That's when things got messy. Once people found out Gabrielle was unaware, questions exploded. Why was Dwyane so open with Vanessa, but not with his own wife? Why was Vanessa, who rarely shows up in public, suddenly in such an emotional space but not speaking publicly? And how long has this been going on? That's when the story shifted from unclear to suspicious. Let's look closer. In March 2024, Dwyane posted photos from a private charity event in Beverly Hills. Most photos showed important guests, but sharp fans noticed Vanessa sitting a few tables away, talking quietly with Dwyane. Gabrielle wasn't there. People asked questions, but Dwyane didn't answer. Vanessa didn't mention the event on her Instagram, so at first, no one thought much about it. But weeks later, in April, both Dwyane Wade and Vanessa showed up at a youth sports center in Long Beach. They came separately but left almost at the same time. Fans recorded videos of them laughing together outside, and one paparazzo even caught Wade guiding Vanessa by gently placing a hand on her lower back as they headed to an SUV. That photo never appeared in tabloids but was saved, and now people are thinking about it differently. 2 weeks later, Gabrielle Union, Wade's wife, posted a mysterious black image on Instagram with the caption, "The difference between vulnerability and performance is the absence of deception." Fans were confused then, but now they wonder if it was about Wade, Vanessa, or the fact that everyone thought their relationships were fine until the video changed that view. The footage didn't just show Wade being emotional, it showed him being relaxed and open with someone who isn't his wife. It felt real, comfortable, and familiar, which made people ask, have Wade and Gabrielle been emotionally distant for longer than we thought? Wade has admitted before that he hurt Gabrielle emotionally and tried to protect himself by distancing from their relationship. This happened recently, just before the footage with Vanessa was filmed. Fans started connecting the dots. Some criticized Wade for bonding with Vanessa while Gabrielle stayed silent. Vanessa's silence, meanwhile, might be the strongest message of all. She hasn't responded to rumors or confirmed anything about Wade. But insiders say this isn't the first time Vanessa has caused gossip within her own family. After Kobe's death, Vanessa's mother even sued her, claiming she should get financial support for helping care for Kobe and Vanessa's children. This lawsuit came less than a year after Vanessa lost her husband and daughter, making it even harder for her. Vanessa also fought with Nike over Kobe's legacy. She wanted to stop working with Nike and start her own Wnba brand, a risky but personal decision. This showed Vanessa was taking control of her story, no longer just the grieving widow but someone calling the shots. That independent spirit is still showing up. Now Vanessa is more active in wellness events and women's leadership panels, calm and confident without apologizing. If Wade and Vanessa are close, whether friends or something more, the public wants an explanation, a simple label to feel comfortable. But their silence only makes people guess more, and fans hate feeling out of control when it comes to the pain of celebrities they follow. Then things got more intense. A mutual friend posted a private dinner photo of Wade and Vanessa, calling them "my two favorite survivors." The photo was later deleted, but it happened just weeks before the wellness retreat footage leaked. Fans started saying this wasn't a sudden thing but a long-developing relationship. Here's also talk of a possible business partnership between Vanessa's Wnba Foundation and Wade's Way of Wade brand. A leaked document mentioned a joint event planned for early 2026 called Legacy Reimagine, the Wnba Wade Experience. This adds fuel to the speculation about what's really going on. Both Vanessa and Wade are careful not to announce anything yet because they want to avoid messing up business deals and legal issues. But fans and the media are already imagining all kinds of stories, which makes the situation more complicated. The reason mainstream media hasn't covered this much is because of legal contracts involving Gabrielle Union, Wade, and Vanessa, protecting reputations and deals. A scandal, even if it's not romantic, could hurt millions in endorsements and business. And there's more. A second, more private video from the retreat exists. It wasn't supposed to be public. It shows Vanessa breaking down in tears, not about Kobe, but about herself, and Wade comforting her with words like, "Maybe you don't have to." Not like that. Not the life they assigned you. This video is now with gossip outlets waiting to release it once contracts expire next quarter, possibly changing everything. Meanwhile, Gabrielle Union may finally speak out. She's reportedly preparing a long interview to tell her side, addressing her emotional distance, Wade's behavior, and the viral footage. She's not confirming separation but is ready to share her truth. Wade has cancelled public appearances, and the planned Wnba Wade collaboration is on hold because of bad timing and feelings. The public is quick to judge, but both Wade and Vanessa deserve to heal in their own way. The story is complex and doesn't fit the perfect narratives people want. Real life is messy, and sometimes the people you grieve with become more important than those you started with. Dwyane Wade and Vanessa Bryant have become reflections of each other in grief, betrayal, survival, and silence.